Hi, I'm John Bermingham with the Board of Supervisors here in Upper Mount Bethel Township with Dr. Raso. Thank you, Doctor. Doc, what are the latest numbers for Northampton County and specifically Upper Mount Bethel?
Right now, in Northampton County, we're at 32,945. We've had 685 deaths. In the last 4 weeks we've been here, it's gone up about 3,000, which is expected. That's what we've been doing. Mount Bethel right now has 249. Bangor has 1,242, and Penardrel 474.
Okay. Doc, the state of Pennsylvania has reached 3 million fully vaccinated residents, and that's according to data combined from the Pennsylvania Department of Health and the city of Philadelphia. Why are we seeing the uptick in positive cases?
Well, I think you see an uptick in positive cases because, first of all, there's more than 20 million people who live in Pennsylvania. So it still hasn't really gotten to a lot of people who've gotten vaccinated. Two, people get a shot and then they run around and then they get COVID. You know, I can tell you multiple cases that I've seen lately where they've gotten the shot and 4 days later, now they're COVID positive because they're out doing things.
Right.
And they don't really try to adhere to those laws of distance, mask wearing, and washing your hands.
Sure. Doc, there are currently 453 reported cases in the U.S. involving the B1351 variant out of South Africa. This variant has been shown to reduce the effectiveness of existing COVID vaccines. How concerned should we be about the B1351 variant?
But I think if you look at the effectiveness of the vaccine on that variant, it was still 59%. Our best flu shots are usually only 50%. So I think that's probably pretty reasonable.
Yeah, okay.
However, the Johnson & Johnson is 100% against better.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Wow.
Kind of strange.
Yeah. So Moderna, who's one of the pharma companies that has the COVID vaccine, said this week their goal is to develop a vaccine annually tailored to tackle both COVID-19 and the flu pathogens in one dose so that people can go to their pharmacies and be vaccinated in one visit. How realistic is this?
Well, they make the flu shot a totally different way. So we'll have to see where the science carries us.
Right.
I'm not sure if that's going to happen this year.
Yeah, okay. And then what about the J&J vaccine? What's the latest information on the J&J vaccine, and were the states right by recalling the J&J vaccine?
Well, out of 6.8 million people who got the shot, 7 women had blood clots. A few of these women were on birth control and they smoked, which causes blood clots. If we think about the science of blood clots with COVID-19, COVID-19 is 30 times more likely to give you a blood clot than anything else. That's pretty high stuff. Mm-hmm. So we're trying to mimic a disease with these vaccinations. Now I can tell you at my own personal office, I've had 4 cases of blood clots with the Moderna and the Pfizer. Mm-hmm. So I think it's going to be a class phenomenon. Mm-hmm. I don't think they should pull it. I think they should put it back because it's easy to make that one. And honestly, you tell people to watch out for swollen legs, watch if they're short of breath, and if they have to, at least take a baby aspirin after they've gotten their shots.
Okay. Clinical trials showed that the Pfizer and Moderna shots, for example, had efficacy rates of about 95% against symptomatic COVID-19 in lab settings. Does this mean if I took the Pfizer or Moderna vaccine, I only have a 5% chance of getting the disease?
Basically.
Yeah. So, but I should still keep wearing the mask and still do the social distancing.
I mean, unless you're outside, I really don't think you have to wear a mask while you're outside.
Okay.
And I think if Florida as a state has taught us anything, wearing masks outside, it doesn't increase your risk.
Right.
So, not wearing them. Sorry.
Okay. Coronavirus case rates are at a record high among those ages 19 and younger, such as in hard-hit Michigan, and these cases have more than quadrupled from a month ago. What are your thoughts about children and protecting them against the coronavirus now?
My thoughts are still the likelihood that any young person would ever die from it is extremely, extremely low. They will act like they had the flu, and it's for children, it's less deadly than the flu. So I'd say let them enjoy life, let them be kids.
Okay. I have some resident questions
Go
here.
ahead, John.
First question is, what about vaccinating children? Is this safe? Should we get kids vaccinated who are not showing symptoms?
I'd say let's wait and see what happens.
Okay.
I'm not sure that I would recommend it at this point.
Yep. Okay. Next question is, do the vaccines protect against the variants of the coronavirus?
And at least 50 to 60%, yes.
Okay. Next question from a resident. Doc, can you let us know your thoughts on once a person is fully vaccinated? Well, we've already kind of answered this question. Should they continue to wear masks and social distance?
Well, I think if you're outside, you don't have to wear a mask. Clearly, if you're going into a place of business, that you should wear a mask. And I think anytime you should social distance, you should.
Okay. Do you know how long immunity lasts after taking the Pfizer vaccine or the Moderna vaccine?
Well, no one really knows yet.
Yeah.
That hasn't been figured out.
Right. Next question from a resident. How close are we to herd immunity?
Well, in a lot of southern states, it seems like they have herd immunity. But us northern states seem to have a lot of problems. That's all I can say.
So herd immunity, go down south.
Herd immunity, you're probably down south, you're okay. Because the top 5 states are all up in the north. Michigan, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and New York.
Yeah.
I mean, and still California for some strange reason.
Okay, next question from a resident. I have heard we could be back to normal by July. What are your thoughts?
I would say we should start living again.
Good. Good. Last question from a resident. We have an outdoor wedding planned for this summer. Should we go ahead with the wedding?
Well, I was at a wedding last Saturday, even though I had got my Johnson & Johnson shot, and I felt a little lousy from it. And nobody had COVID, and there was at least 150 people there. So I'd say yes.
Good. Good. Well, we want the weddings to go on.
Yes, we want to see people married, enjoy life. You know, it's not normal just sitting around doing nothing.
Right.
We're humans.
Right.
We're not tortoises.
Right. Well, Doc, as always, I appreciate your medical advice, and thank you all that
Pleasure.
you do. And just to let the people know, we'll now be doing our coronavirus updates once a month, unless anything critical comes down, but expect we'll have another conversation next month.
Yes, thank you.
Great. Thanks, Doc.
Be blessed.